Time for our speed spotlight drivers, beginning with Dick Bergman.
And Burt Myers drives car number 3 tonight, Mike. He is going to start about in the middle of the pack. He is a 10-time track champion who just a couple of weeks ago endured one of the worst crashes of his career. Hit a super modified, throttle stuck into the wall, nearly end over end, broke ribs, also punctured a lung. This is going to be a real challenge for him. Bobby.
Brandon Butler in the 29 machine will start 14th tonight, and he's a local hotshot from here in Virginia. He's won so many races in this state. And you know what? Tonight he's going up against some of his heroes from the Cup Series. But there's one guy in the field tonight that actually calls Brandon Butler his hero. And that is a guy that he competed with in the late model ranks a long time ago, Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin is a big fan of Brandon Butler, and he calls him his hero. Herman?
My spotlight is Frank Denny Jr., car number 5. He comes from California, way out on the West Coast. He is a racer. Listen to this. 5-time champion, over 100 late model wins. He races all over the United States. I call him an outlaw. Not just does he race these cars for a living, but he builds them for a living. He's got incredible passion. And oh, here's a little tidbit of information. He built the pole sitter for tonight's race car, Kyle Busch. So he owns Kyle Busch's car.
I'll tell you what, Kenny, that's definitely a good spotlight, but I'm going with Peyton Sellers. Peyton was second fastest in practice, broken engine. They had to not go to the truck and get the spare engine or someone else's truck. They had to go to an engine builder out of town a little ways, got back, barely got in time to qualify, qualified his way in. He's 2005 NASCAR Whelen All-American Series champion. He has the one in the K&N Pro Series East race and a lot of experience, and I'm going to watch him.
All right, ready to race for charity for the Denny Hamlin Foundation. You can participate. Your help is needed. There's the number on the screen. It's a toll-free call. Operators are standing by, waiting for your call up until 11 p.m. tonight. We're ready to go green. 75 laps in 2 segments. 40, then 35. Darrell Waltrip waves the green flag. We're racing in Richmond for charity.
And look at this. Joey Logano says, boom, I'm attacking right away. Is he passing Kyle Busch into turn 1?
Yes, he is. Side by side for second. McCall gets out with the lead.
Whoa.
Trouble back straightaway. Big pileup. 3 cars in the wall. 4, 5. Elliott around. Without any damage to Bill Elliott's car, but a bunch of them are torn up on the very first lap of this race.
What's your phrase there, Kenny? Your phrase you used before?
Riding high.
They're crashing all over.
They're crashing everywhere.
They're crashing.
Look at this.
Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin, you know, he elected to start in the back.
I think his car's okay.
He looks good.
I don't think he got banged up in this. Brandon Butler got a bad piece of it. And there's a little damage to the number 9 of George Meideke.
Well,
and on pit road already with heavy damage, Matt Waltz in the 24 and the 12 of Nick Smith. Boy, it didn't take long. It was about 2/3 of the way back coming out of turn number 2. Matt McCall is your leader, but we're quickly under caution. And the 24 of Waltz has gone to the garage. And it looks like the
Nick
12
Smith
may follow. And that is the 29 of Brandon Butler, still up against the wall waiting the record.
Well, you know, even though this is, oh, look at this, the 31 car.
Yep.
So many great cars taken out on lap half. We didn't even go one lap. Yeah.
I don't think the right side of the car felt the love, but let's see what happens here. It's well back of the leader.
Ooh.
Oh boy, it was Butler going around.
Just gets loose, Mike.
Already got help. We don't.
Yeah. And then it was on from there. Elliott spins to miss it. A lot of damage to Eddie Johnson's 57. Rodenbeck is part of that one. Hard to tell how it started, but it sure ended up badly.
Well, I've been told this before. It's good thing you weren't all up to speed yet, because that would have been big.
You know what? They just got in the 4th gear, 29.
You saw Denny Hamlin, the next to last car in line, lock the brake up in the middle of 2, and his car spun, and it looks like it avoided any further damage. The 80 of Wesley Falk is among those on pit road. So is the 26, Philip Morris, former national short track champion of NASCAR. Peyton Sellers got a bit of it. Patty Rodenbeck. Lots of damage. This is the 4th annual running of the Denny Hamlin race. The previous 3, including the clip you saw earlier, were at Southside Speedway, south of Richmond, on the south side, of course. Promoter Sue Clements has been ill, and that's why the track is not open this weekend to hold the Denny Hamlin race, so it moves up here to the Speedway. The good news is racing will return to Southside beginning June 17th.
Well, I know there was a lot of people scrambled to make that happen, but you got to give a big hats off to the Richmond Raceway here to let the race come here, which I don't, anybody would want this race. It's an honor to have it here, but it's neat to have it here.
A lot of people say, what kind of cars are these guys racing? Well, these are late model stocks. They weigh 3,100 pounds. They do have 2-barrel carburetors on it, but it's a great rule because it keeps the cost down, so these guys can race every week. 500 carburetors. That's the size.
500 cubic feet per minute.
Yeah, there you go. You're really good at that. You're smart. That's why you do the Barrett Jackson show every time. You know a lot.
All right, now here's what happens on the restart, complete restart, so everybody must go back to their assigned positions. On every subsequent restart, every car will have the opportunity to make lane choice. And that gets really interesting.
So, do we think we're going to see, is this a complete restart?
It's supposed to be. Complete restart according to the published starting lineup.
One thing is for sure, Travis Pastrana has his car fixed and we're going green, boys. And I got goosebumps and I'm ready to go. What about you, Kenny Schrader? You excited?
I just can't wait to see what happens next. Because there's just no telling.
And they all just passed Kevin Harvick all by himself on the back straightaway.
Oh, he's not by himself. He's got Elliott Sadler with him now.
Now they're joining because they want to be on TV, and here we go.
All right. Off turn 4, green flag in the air once again. Matt McCall inside. Logano tried to split the middle, and there was nowhere to go. As he's inside Kyle Busch, who has a big run off turn 2, looking for the lead.
Joey Logano has got a transmission in that car tonight. He has been the fastest car on both restarts so far.
KB to the front. And Rowdy reigns in Richmond, with McCall second. Brandon McReynolds, that blue number 28, is third. His best buddy Logano on the outside fighting for the spot.
This racetrack lends to this side-by-side racing. Now these are two friends, Brandon McReynolds, Joey Logano, and they're like, you're not going to get me, I'm going to get you side-by-side into turn 1.
Max Gresham, the 71, gets inside Logano. Brandon Dean, the 54, Michael Waltrip in the Napa 15. Then Jason White, Frank Daney Jr., and Kyle Grissom, the top 10.
Michael Waltrip in that 15 Napa Toyota Camry, he was fast in practice, Kenny.
We saw him in practice, and before we realized it was Michael, which I don't know why we didn't. It says 15 Aaron's and Napa, so we should have been able to figure that out. But
he was going fast, and that's what confused us.
Oh, stop it. That's not nice.
I love him.
What a 3 weeks for Michael Waltrip. 2 weeks ago, raced Talladega. Last week, practice at Le Mans. This weekend, he's racing in this race. He's calling the nationwide race on tomorrow night, and then he's going to go run a triathlon, something he's never done before. On what, Sunday?
Yeah, but Darrell pointed out earlier today that could be of a little problem.
Yeah.
He's run marathons and done real good, but I'm not sure he knows in the triathlon. I say that help me here. That he's got to swim because Darrell says he can't swim.
Well, he can swim, but I don't think he's ever swum a mile.
And here is a superstar making his charge from Frank Denny Jr., number 5. He builds these race cars, runs them for a living, and he's charging.
Second place, McCall McReynolds.
You know, earlier tonight we watched the KN Pro Series East, and Brandon McReynolds in the 28 finished about 19th. But now he's in a car, Kenny Schrader, where he can run up front. It's good to see him showing his skills as he runs third in the blue 28.
Yeah, he was good earlier. I mean, it's just different cars, different level of competition. What we got going on here? Michael's still working on Joey there. But, you know, he definitely is. He ran good in the first race, just not as good.
6th place is what's at stake here. And they're running about 3.5 seconds back of the leaders.
You know, this whole racing thing just messes with our minds because here we got two guys, obviously different points of their career, but it's Thursday night and they've dedicated their whole day just out here having fun.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just having fun.
Here's Max Gresham for the Denny Hamlin Foundation. His FedEx 71 gets past McReynolds. Note the sponsor on McReynolds' car. You see the bright red of those numbers on that car? Does it remind you anything like the hot dogs at Martinsville?
Oh, yes.
Jesse Jones Franks. That's Brandon's sponsor tonight. And here comes Gresham to the inside of the 69 of Matt McCall. This would be for 2nd place. Done. Move Gresham up to 2nd. Now he's got 2 seconds to go, 2 seconds to chase down Kyle Busch. There's the gap.
He just leads every race we watch him run.
You're live on speed with the Denny Hamlin Short Track Showdown. Your help is needed. Please call and donate. The number is toll free. Give them a call. We'll be right back.